Okay, a lighting update for you. So, as I said to you before, the Cabaret Club this year, we're going to do a lot more dressing. It was really good last year. We had a bigger marquee, which is like 100 foot long by 40 foot wide, which is great at the size we needed. And then we built ourselves a sound booth in the back for housing all the sound equipment and stuff. But then we never managed to get the dance floor done. We only managed to get the stage done a little bit. As you know, what we do in the show is there's a lot of stuff to do and we do run out of time. So the Cabaret Club, we're going to do a lot more work on this year with drapes and stuff. But right now we're going to look at lighting. I've got in the stock of stuff that I have lots and lots and lots of Strand Lighting. I think from the early 90s or mid 90s, loads of kit, and I don't know how it works. I did a quick Google search on what I've got, and I've got a Strand LX system, which is the predecessor to the MX system, which is what they use now with the data cables and stuff. But so what I've got, let me turn the camera on so I can show you. So obviously with the lamps, I have hundreds of different types of lamps like these. I've got source 4s, I've got Farnells, I've got Pars, side lamps, floor lamps, headlamps, round lamps, square lamps, blue lamps. Anyway, lots and lots of lamps. And then I've got a load of these, which I believe is a dimmer rack. And I then also have, I think it's called a demultiplexer, which is this. And then I have the lighting desk itself, which is a 48 channel desk, which is that. And I've also got, one moment, let me go and bring it over there. So I also have this, which is another multiplexer type 19-inch rack mount piece of kit, and I don't know what the heck it is. I did switch it on and it just gave me some numbers there. So I believe this all runs on what I think is DMX cables. So out the back of, hang on a minute, this is terrible. I need a film crew of me filming this. Right, out the back of the lighting desk we have, I think they're called DMX cables, which are 8-pin DIN. I've got a bank of 4 that goes into a multi-plug here, which goes into that, which I assume plugs into this, which has then got a 3-pin DMX cable output, which that has a 3-pin DMX in. However, the dimmers only has one DMX input. So what I'm assuming is that there's 4 outputs on there, so which what I'm going to have to do is make up this cable. So I've got a longer cable here, which is a DMX 8-pin cable. That's actually hollow. The other end of that is okay. So well, that's the hollow end. That's got the pins in it. Yeah, the pins are in there. And then that's a bare end. So I've got to match that up with another DMX cable and marry the 2 ends together, and then plug it up from the lighting desk directly from the back of there into the dimmer box. Now there are 4 outputs on there for each of the 12 rays, and then obviously this has got 12 here. So we should, in theory, have 4 outputs into 4 dimmer racks on 4 cables. That should work without using this box of tricks or that box of tricks. That would be the simplest. And then obviously the DMX cables I'd have to make up quite long ones to go from the lighting desk over to wherever these dimmer racks are located in the Cabaret Club. However, as the observant amongst you have noticed, that is completely bare. So in essence, what I need to do here for this little project, which is what I'm going to start this evening, is I'm going to find a power supply for that, but it's negative tip, positive body, so it's a negative powered dimmer rack, which is going to be complicated because I don't have a transformer. So I'm going to have to go through all my pack of transformers and try and make something that fits and makes it work. If I can do that, that'd be great. Make up the DMX cable that will go between the dimmer rack and this, which I don't currently have. And then put a plug on that, just for the purposes of testing. I'll put a 13 amp plug on there because I'm only going to run one lamp anyway. Obviously, when this is fitted, we'll put the appropriate rated plug on there because it takes a lot of power, these guys. And we'll see if we can get that going. So, heck, what do you think? There's some soldering coming up, I think. I know the costumes are still uniforms. They're called uniforms. Yeah. Let the soldering commence. If you know anything about DMX cables or LX lighting desks or Strand equipment from the 90s, if you really enjoy playing with this stuff, because I don't have the time, but I'm doing it because right now I have the time. Let me know. Thank you. And I'm going to do more updates because we are full steam ahead with the show now. There are lots and lots of things happening. It's very exciting. See you in a bit.